Hi.
Hello.
So now Davis group gonna tell you about how to answer TOEFL listening.
Yeah, so you must be, for all of you who are listening, you have to listen carefully and patiently, okay?
Yeah. If you're curious, stay here.
Okay, thank you.
Good morning everyone. Today we're gonna talk about tips and tricks how to answer the test listening TOEFL. TOEFL listening comparison sections aim to test your ability to understand spoken language. To answer the questions in the TOEFL listening comparison test properly, you are required to have the ability to: first is understanding pressure and tone, the difference in sound, idiom and English, conversation phrase, verb or verb phrase, comparison, find implied information, and understand the meaning of or contents of the conversation. First, I'm gonna tell you about the tick and strip how to answer the listening TOEFL test.
Here's tips and tricks for answering question for short conversation.
Tips and tricks for answering question in short conversation. First, focus your hearing on the second person. 2. Don't panic if you can't understand word for word in a complete conversation. You only need to capture idea or content of the conversation. 3. If you have no way of understanding what the second speaker is talking about, choose the answer that is most different from what you hear. 4. Understand the form of functional expression such as agreement, uncertainty, suggestion, surprise, idiomatic expression, and the situation when the conversation is conducted. Every question starts with the question words, especially what, where, when, and how.
Long conversation. Number 1. When the narrator reads the instruction for long conversation, you should read the answer choices briefly, then record them and predict what themes will be the conversation. Number 2. When listening to the conversation, you must know the themes or topic being discussed. Number 3. Beware of each question. Number 4. Pay attention to the conditions or situations that occur during the conversation, namely regarding the place and time of the conversation, what and who was discussed. Sometimes you need to pay attention to information relating to the numbers contained in this conversation. Then, you have about 12 seconds to answer several questions in one long conversation. After a long conversation, you will hear several questions that are said once. The question usually starts with question words, especially what, how, where, why, who, and whom.